Hey everyone, I'm Janice and I'm here with a video that's going to be on the controller, the Remarkably Retro Controller Gift Die Set. And I definitely love this. Of course, it's like the Super Nintendo controller that I used to have. I was excited to get this, and I did get the game console die set too, but that one I'll do later. I haven't even opened it yet. So anyways, I am going to be using this, and as you can see, I already stamped with this. This is separate, but it's the stamp set that can go with this one or even the arcade machine. So let me show you what you get. Ignore the tape. What I was doing, if you want it to be the same size every single time, you can just tape it, because I like the controller to have like the little pieces cut out, but it's just a personal preference. You don't have to cut it out if you don't want to. Anyways, it will not come this way, it'll come the right way. Now this is the die set. I can place some paper underneath so you can see it just a bit better. Very small die set, which is awesome because then it's a lot simpler to hold on to, store, and create with. And then it's pretty much like 4 main pieces, and then we have like 2 that include like the little latch. So of course these are the sides. One is a little bit longer than the other because the larger of the controller would be like the lid, and then the smaller one will be the base. So as you can see, there are 3 sizes on the controller. The large one, like I said, is for the lid, the middle is for the base, and then this one right here is the actual controller itself. So I do use that one a lot. And these 2 pieces are just little connector pieces that you'll see as we go through creating it. So I'm just gonna set this aside. I already have everything pre-cut, and I have some of it already decorated. So these are the main pieces for the box. I don't have these decorated, but I plan on probably decorating the sides to the lid either before or after I put it together. I did decorate the controller already, so mine's already done, and it's just like a few layers of the controller itself and then the little buttons and stuff. So that's just what I have. Now with these, it's going to be fairly simple. We're going to need 2 of the longer sides, 2 of the smaller sides, 2 of the large size controller, and then 2 of the middle size controller. So these 4 right here, you'll need 2 of each. And then right at the bottom, we're only going to need 1 of each. So we have these smaller pieces. Let me grab it real quick. These 4, we're only going to need to cut it out once. And like I said, these 2 are going to be like a connector piece for the sides, for the lid and the base. And then this is kind of like the little latch that's going to be holding it. And this is more, I guess you could say it's like a decoration piece, but it covers up the line on the back of the controller so it looks more seamless. And it'll act as like the little left and right buttons that are on the top of a controller. I'm gonna go ahead and just fold everything that's on here since it's just a few pieces, and then we'll get started on assembly. On these two pieces, I'm folding these kind of opposite ways because of how we're going to assemble it. This is going to be going behind one of these pieces, so you don't have to put it back. You can put it forwards to fold it. You can do the same with this piece. I'm just going to set these pieces to the side. Now this top piece and the bottom piece are two different sizes. This one is just a tiny bit longer, so that's going to be the lid. So the two larger pieces we're going to use with these sides, and then the middle size controller pieces we're going to use with the smaller side. We're going to start with the lid first. So as you can see, I did two different colors. So I did black. You can use any scrap color you want, or you can use the same color. Definitely up to you. Since this is the piece that's going to be on the inside that we'll be able to see looking down, I'm going to start with this one. This piece, I'm just going to start right at this little corner right here. And then I'm going to glue like a few at a time. I'm slowly going to round it across the edge. We're going to go like this, and we'll glue it right here. If you prefer, you can put a curve into the side. You don't necessarily have to, because I feel like as you go around, it curves pretty well. So just gently pulling. And just kind of do it carefully so it doesn't get caught on these as you turn. All right. And I like to start with the glue tabs going underneath. That way when we're done, all we have to do is just stick this right on top. As you can see, I didn't fold these tabs because I didn't know which one I was gonna start out with, but the back doesn't need to be folded, so I wanted to keep it pretty straight. I like to connect the bottoms first. Well, actually, I like to do the same thing. I like to start at the corner and go around. That way I know exactly where these two will intersect. And that way, if there's like a little bit of a gap, it'll be left right here, because this piece will cover it completely. So that way, if there is a mistake, if there's too big of a gap, you won't even notice, because we'll have this to hide it. But there shouldn't be. So this piece, since it's going to go right here, I'm just going to fold it towards the front. That way we know exactly where we need to start for this little notch, and then we're going to go all the way around just like we did on this piece. And then we can just glue these two together. When you're done with that, we're going to get this little piece with the notch, and we're going to put the glue tab right underneath with the other ones. this little tab is going to go right behind this part, and then this tab we're going to pull it back behind here so it looks just like this. So we're going to glue these 3 pieces together. This is what you should have for the lid. The only other thing we need to do is glue this on the back, and then we'll place this piece over the little line that we have in the back. And you can use the same color on both sides if you want to. I wanted my top piece to kind of pop out, so I chose black, but you don't have to do that. If you wanted to use the pink, you could do both on both sides, but just personal preference. You can glue on the controller now if you want, or you can wait until everything's decorated. I'm going to do this kind of at the end, but we'll go ahead and glue this piece in the center right back here. And there it is, our lid. So I'm gonna set these 2 right here. This is just gonna be the bottom instead of like the inside where you can see it. And when you open the box, you'll be able to see it just like this. So we're gonna start with the pink piece, and same thing as the other one. We're gonna start right at this corner, and then we're gonna go all the way around. Fold this piece forward so that it matches with this little piece right here, and then glue the rest. This is what you should have. And now we're going to grab our other piece right here, and we're going to do the same thing as we did with the lid. Glue tab is going to go underneath, and then the tabs will have this one that goes behind this piece, and then the tab on here will go behind the side, and then we'll glue it all together. Here is the finished piece. We have all of them connected, and then all we have to do is just turn it over and glue our bottom piece over the glue tabs. And last but not least, we're going to get our little latch piece. I placed my thumb right here just so I can show you like how I'm gluing it on. Hopefully this helps. But you glue around the thumb, so it's not touching that piece right there, and then just add a few lines at the bottom, and that's it. And you don't want to put too much glue because you don't want it to spread and get onto this piece right here. It has to stay glue free. And then we're just going to kind of eyeball it and center it. And press. Just like that. And I like to just poke it out just a little bit so it's easier to connect when I put the lid on. We're going to place the lid right on top and then push this little piece back so it can go right inside the little piece. And there you have it. That is how you make the controller. So very simple, very quick. I feel like all you have to do now is just decorate it. I already have my pieces cut out, so I'm gonna do that now. I am finally finished decorating it. this is what it looks like with two little buttons right here, this side, and I added these pieces right here. This just has the foam glue on top just to raise it, and these are doubled up as well, kind of like I did this one, just so it kind of like pops up. And then we open it, and then the bottom. Yeah, I think it came out really cute. I did want to show you some other ones that I have so you can get ideas in case you want to do something different. So I do have these. This is actually like a card. So if you didn't want to do the whole box, you just wanted a card, you can do this. You can probably use it with the larger of the controller pieces. I use the middle size, but the larger will probably be better. I just wanted to do a quick one. This one right here, I added a card piece. Pretty much did this and put it right on top. And then the ribbon is just there to hold it down. So go like this. And then same thing, just open and close. And I did that piece right there. Here's another one. I just ink blended all of this to match. And luckily I had paper that matched the ink colors, so I just did that on there. And same thing, we just lift it up. This is also a card. And as you can see, there's nothing holding it down right here until you put it on and slide it in. So I used this little catch piece for both to hold it down. These are definitely fun. As you can see, I wanted to make a lot more. I probably have, oh, look. I have these too, just because they're like the actual retro controllers that I'm still working on. But yeah, lots of different ideas. Hopefully the video helped you and you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making it. I think that's all. Thank you so much for watching and happy crafting. Bye.